I think we have to move this away from the, just move it away from the projector. I think it's too far away.
There is this one to adjust, I guess.
I have a pin that goes with that. And just see height of the wrist here. Okay, a button press in, power button. And again, one more time. Yeah. No, only once. Yeah.
It goes in the back.
It goes in the back. We'll use it if needed. Let it come back up. If needed, we'll use it. Ventane Rahul Mari. Press it again. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe this way, maybe you can adjust the height.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. So, Sanvi, you have break this whole week? Midwinter break? Good. Yeah. ISKCON School District. Yes. Yeah, it's coming. Okay. Now I think remove that pin. Yeah, remove the pin.
Just book something.
Yeah, book అదే పొజిషన్ లో కొంచెం తిరిగి చేసి పెడితే సరిపోతుంది.
Okay, now
Yeah.
Would this work?
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good. This is good.
Yeah, now it is good.
Okay, better. So Rajavidya, king of knowledge, and Rajaguhyam, most confidential knowledge. So there are three types of knowledge: confidential, more confidential, and most confidential. Guhya, Guhyatara, Guhyatama. In Sanskrit, Guhya is confidential, Guhyatara is more confidential, Guhyatama is most confidential. So what is confidential, more confidential, and most confidential? We discussed that last week. Does anyone remember?
Soul.
Yeah.
Confidential is soul.
Confidential is knowledge of soul.
Knowledge of soul.
Yeah.
Soul.
And more confidential?
Besides soul, there is some super soul.
Super soul. Yeah, very good. Yeah, knowledge of super soul is more confidential. And most confidential?
Understanding the difference or relation between
the relation. Yeah. Most confidential is understanding the connection between the soul and super soul. Or more precisely, the understanding the relationship between living entity and God. Yeah. When we say super soul, it's the impersonal form of God. Okay. Whereas when you say God, it is Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. So what is our relationship with Krishna? That is most confidential knowledge. And Krishna teaches in chapter 9, Bhagavad Gita, the process he gives a process by which we can connect with Krishna. So we were all with Krishna in spiritual world. Now, after some time, we developed hatred towards Krishna and we fell into the material world. In the material world, we are ignorant of Krishna. The love is there for Krishna in a dormant state. In everyone's heart, there is love for Krishna in a dormant state. We are ignorant of the fact that we love Krishna. So Krishna gives a process in chapter 9 by which we can revive that dormant love for Krishna.
So all these confidential more and most are part of the material world and the spiritual world.
In the spiritual world, soul is always Satchidananda. Okay? Sat, Chit, Ananda. These are three attributes of soul. Sat means eternal.
Okay.
Chit is full of knowledge. Ananda is bliss, full of bliss. So the second attribute, Chit. Chit means soul is full of knowledge that soul is part and parcel of Krishna. Soul is part and parcel of Krishna. So soul is pure in spiritual world. Soul is pure, it's not conditioned, and it is fully aware of the relationship with Krishna. So this knowledge, the more the confidential knowledge, more confidential, most confidential, is in the material world. So everybody who starts their spiritual journey, so how do they begin? They begin to understand about soul first. They begin to understand that we are not this body, but we are the eternal soul. And then slowly they come to an understanding that there is a super soul also. Besides soul, there is super soul also. And then one step ahead, they will understand the relationship between soul and super soul, or living entity and Krishna.
Basically, most of the human beings are like more confidential, but they lack of understanding to become most confidential because they don't understand the difference between those two. Can you put that?
Yeah, you're right. Most of the people, most of the spiritual practicing people, spirituality practicing people are the so-called transcendentalists. So their understanding is limited to the soul level only.
Okay.
Their understanding of spirituality is limited to soul level. They think that if they understand soul, then they understand God also. Which is true in one sense, but it's not complete. So it is like tasting a drop of water from the ocean. So you know that the ocean water is salty. Even by tasting one drop of the ocean water, you can figure out that the ocean water is salty. So it's only partial understanding. You don't have a complete understanding, like what's the depth of the ocean, how far and wide the ocean has spread out, what are the attributes of the ocean, what are the different things that happen in and around the ocean, what are the different aquatic living entities that live in the ocean. So you don't have any understanding. Simply by tasting one drop of water from the ocean, you have a partial understanding of the ocean, but not the complete understanding. So majority of the transcendentalists in today's society, there are so many spiritual organizations. So majority of them, their understanding of spirituality is limited to the level of soul. So the confidential knowledge. So, and some people, the yogis, especially yogis who go to Himalayas or different secluded places and who meditate on Paramatma, they have an understanding of super soul also. Yeah. So that is more confidential. And most confidential, in one sense, it's open to everyone. It's available to everyone. Even while living in the material world, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go to some secluded place. You don't have to go to a forest. You don't have to leave whatever you are doing. You don't have to, abandon your family, or you don't have to abandon your jobs. You don't have to quit anything. Still, whatever you are doing, wherever you are living, whichever place you are at, you can practice Bhakti Yoga and understand the relationship between living entity and God. So that is most confidential knowledge. So in one sense, most confidential knowledge should be most difficult to achieve. But the reality is it is more easily available than the other two aspects. Because the process of Bhakti Yoga is so simple that everybody can follow. Right from a young children to, a person who is on the deathbed, they can also practice Bhakti Yoga. It's so simple. Yeah. And when you practice Bhakti Yoga, most confidential knowledge is a superset, right? Superset means it includes the other two. Yeah. So you don't have to separately study about soul and super soul to understand everything. So if you practice Bhakti Yoga, you have complete knowledge of soul, super soul, and the relationship between soul and super soul, relationship between living entity and God.
Chanting more and more, we will understand with that chanting.
Chanting is one process. Yeah, chanting is one process. When you chant, what happens is the contamination in the heart will be cleansed. Yeah, when you say Hare, Hare Krishna, Hari means, Hari has two meanings. Yeah, so Hari has two meanings. One is lion. Okay, Sanskrit word Hari has two meanings. I mean, it can have more meanings also. Sanskrit is so rich that each word has like 100,000 words, 1,000 meanings. So if you take those two meanings of the word Hari, one meaning of Hari can be lion. So what happens in the forest when the lion comes?
Everyone will.
I forgot your name again. Samarth. Yeah, Samarth.
You have to run or else it will
Huh?
catch you.
You have to run.
You have to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise the lion will catch you.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody runs. All the other animals, they all run away. When the lion comes, as Amar said, everybody runs away. Similarly, the other meaning of Hari is Vishnu or Krishna. When we chant Krishna's name or Hari's name, Lord Narayana's name, then all the anarthas will run away. All the anarthas in the heart will run away. Just like in the forest, when the lion comes, all the other animals will run away. Similarly, when we chant Vishnu's name or Krishna's name by saying Hare Krishna, or Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, there can be different forms of mantras, but they all mean the same. So they cleanse your heart and all anarthas will go away. So that's another meaning of Hari. So Hari can mean lion or Vishnu. Yeah. So chanting is one of the 9 processes of the devotional service. Last week we discussed that also, right? The 9 different processes in devotional service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, and there was a good discussion on Padasevanam. Sudhakar and Pavan. You had some sweet memories there. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Sakyam, Dasyam, Vandanam, Atmanivedanam. So chanting is Kirtanam and Smaranam. So first process is Shravanam. Shravanam is hearing. Hearing Krishna Katha, hearing Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Ramayana. These are all the different things. So by the way, since I mentioned Ramayana, I just remembered to mention one thing. If anybody is interested, Ramanavami is coming up, end of March, I think March 31st. So there is a group of people who are teaching the Sankshipta Ramayana. Sankshipta Ramayana is first 100 shlokas. It contains a summary of Ramayana. Contains a summary of all kandas, Ayodhya Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundara Kanda, everything. So in 100 shlokas, the entire Ramayana is summarized. That's how Lavakusha sang Ramayana in those 100 shlokas. So there are a group of devotees who are going to teach, they're going to conduct online classes to teach Ramayana, shlokas and the meanings.
From India or here?
Some are from here, some are from India. Yeah. So they're going to teach how to pronounce these shlokas and the meaning of these shlokas, the 100 shlokas. And they're planning to gather 100 people and recite those 100 shlokas on Ramanavami Day. So if anybody is interested, you can join those classes. It's free. Every Sunday, 6 to 7:30.
6 a.m. p.m.
Evening,
Evening.
6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. If you are interested, Sanvi, does that sound interesting? Yeah. So I'll send the information in the group. Okay. Yeah. Because what I have noticed is if children, especially young children, if they learn Ramayana from young age, they will grow with moral values. They'll grow with moral values. They'll maintain throughout their lifetime. They'll maintain more than Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is philosophy, right? It's mostly for adults. Srimad Bhagavatam is a mix of philosophy and hi Monica is a fix. Wow, a lot of prasadam today. So yesterday was fasting, today is feasting. Yeah.
Yeah, the subside is right.
Yeah. Hi Madhu. Hey Arjun. Hare Krishna, Arjun. We were waiting for you to speak Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So yeah, young children who have, because I have many friends of my age who studied Ramayana in their childhood. Mostly grandparents, they used to teach Ramayana to them, right? So if you look at their characters and the morality levels, they're of high standard. Yeah. So Ramayana helps to a great extent to maintain moral values. Yeah. Lord Rama is a Maryada Purushottama, right?
Yeah.
So he came to establish good values. Yeah. Okay. So coming back, so we were discussing about the confidential, more confidential, most confidential. So this is a shloka from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna glorifies Bhagavad Gita. And another important aspect of this glorification is susukam. This Krishna says this process of bhakti yoga can be performed very joyfully. Susukam, it's very easy and can be performed very joyfully. You don't have to go to a forest, sit with your back erect and then get a deer skin, sit on that. You don't have to go through all that struggle. It's very easy. It's very easy, singing, dancing, feasting, and hearing Krishna Katha. Very simple. Everybody can do it. It's simple but sublime. So susukam kartum avyayam. This process can be performed very joyfully. Okay, next. Okay, I think there was a mistake here. The same shloka is copy pasted here also. It's a different shloka, 18.78. So we didn't discuss this, right? Yeah, so let me quickly paste that shloka here. Well, I think online there is nobody, but we need the recording, right? Okay, so I'll still keep it. We don't have to
Share.
we still need to share because recording will need it, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, if any of you are not aware of this website, vedabase.io. So this is where you can read Bhagavad Gita online. If you don't have the Bhagavad Gita book, or if you find it easy to read on the computer or on your phone, vedabase.io. So actually I can navigate. So this is the homepage of vedabase.io, developed by ISKCON. So you'll find different literature here. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna book, which is full of stories. Okay. Yeah. So you know all the stories, like how Krishna killed different demons. Huh?
You know, Ramudu,
Not much about Krishna. Okay. So there are many different fascinating stories how Krishna killed different demons, how Krishna played with his friends in childhood. Do you know what is Krishna's most favorite game? Do you have any idea, Sanvi?
No.
Okay. Hide and seek. That's his most favorite game. There are so many different stories how Krishna used to go to neighbor's home and steal butter. Yeah, very nice stories.
His mom tried his leg.
Yeah.
I wish for that.
Yeah. There is a philosophical book, Science of Self-Realization. And then there is a biography of Srila Prabhupada, called Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. There are more books actually. There is Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, The Nectar of Instruction, Teachings of Lord Kapila, Sri Ishopanishad, Teachings of Queen Kunti. So Queen Kunti's story is very fascinating. In general, we all pray to God to get rid of our difficulties, right? Whereas Queen Kunti is special, that she prays to Krishna to give obstacles, to give difficulties, so that
She can
she
learn.
can remember Krishna all the time. Kunti Devi says, Krishna, I can remember you when there are difficulties. If there are no difficulties, then I'll be illusioned by Maya. I may not remember you. So, and she recited a whole set of prayers. It's all about praying to Krishna to give difficulties. So it's a unique situation. It's very inspiring. We all seek, moksham from difficulties, but she is the one who prayed to Krishna to give difficulties.
Out of the box.
Yeah.
So it's better to remember Krishna all the time so you won't get difficulties, right?
Yeah. 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 If you remember Krishna, then you don't get difficulties. Yeah.
I don't want to be in Kunti's situation. No.
Nobody wants to.
No, Kunti Devi also had enough. That's why she got the taste of remembering Krishna through her difficulties. She was able to remember Krishna through difficulties. Then she got a taste of it. Oh, I was not remembering Krishna, but when I was in difficult times, I was able to remember Krishna. That means this is the means to remember Krishna all the time. Then she prayed to Krishna. So there are a lot of lectures, upanyasas on prayers of Queen Kunti. Everybody, all these people, Chaganti, everybody gives a lot of Shamveda Shanmukha Sharma, all these people. There are nice upanyasams. Kunti Maharani.
So if you don't have difficulties, you don't know the taste of spiritual thing, right? Yeah. So suppose I'm happy person,
Yeah.
then I got realized,
Yeah.
and I don't know the meaning of that realization in the end, right? So unless you have difficulties, then you can find the meaning of the perfection.
Yeah. So to understand God and to become attached to God, you need difficulties. But after you become attached to God, then the happiness and sorrow, you are beyond those. You are transcendental to happiness and sorrow.
Yeah, but this is a process, right?
This is a
I won't get
process.
realized in one day, right?
Yeah.
So it will take many years to, right?
Yeah.
If I don't have difficulties in the past, then I don't enjoy this process at all. Like reaching the God at the end.
Most of the people fall into this category.
Yeah.
Okay. They become attached to God.
And detached easily.
Uh,
And detached easily. Right? So they attach when they get obstacle, they get attached.
Yeah.
Or more pujas and
yeah. And some people can become detached also.
Yeah.
When there are too many problems,
Yeah.
they can lose faith. They can lose faith on God. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells there are 4 kinds of people who approach God. Artho Jignasir Artharti Jnani cha Bharatarshaba. There is a shloka in 7th chapter. Artho Jignasur Artharti Jnani cha Bharatarshaba. Yeah. So 7.16, chapter 7. Yeah. Chaturvida bhajante mam jana supritino arjuna artho jignasur artharti jnani cha bharatarshaba. So this is the line. So Krishna says there are 4 kinds of people who begin to render devotional service unto me. So what are those 4 categories? The distressed, people who have difficulties, desirer of wealth, who want more money and all, who want more money, name, fame, all those things, position, power, all those things. The inquisitive means curious. They are just curious. They are not serious about God, but they are curious. Everybody is talking about God.
why
Let
and
me
who.
see who God is.
Still why and who questions.
No, why and who is the next category.
Okay.
Yeah. So this person, inquisitive people, they are just curious. Everybody is talking about God. I don't know that. So let me also figure out what it is. Let me also figure out who is God. So they are just curious on a surface level. And then the last one is he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. In simple words, he who is trying to cultivate knowledge of God, who is trying to develop knowledge of God. So 4 people: difficulties, wealth, curious, and then cultivation of knowledge. 4 categories of people. You take any person who is connected to God, they fall into one of these 4 categories. So I fall into the first category, the distressed. Yes, most of the people.
I fall into distressed and inquisitive.
Distressed and inquisitive.
Yeah. As inquisitive people.
But distress was your motivation.
Motivation,
Distress was your motivation.
that-
Yeah. So inquisitive people, everything is good in their life. They have good family, good job, good income, and good comforts in life. Everything is good health. Everything is good. But since everybody is talking about God, they feel like as if they are missing something. If they don't know about God, they feel they are missing something. So out of curiosity, they want to know God. Yeah.
I fall last category.
Huh? You fall into the last category, cultivation of knowledge. Not the first category.
That good.
Huh? Yeah, that means you are good. Oh, yes, very good. She's not troubling you. But she said she falls into the first category. That means problems are coming from here. Yeah. So
No, I passed the stage. I would say.
you passed that stage. You became transcendental to that stage. Yeah. So, yeah. So why did we discuss this? Yeah, about Queen Kunti, right? We were discussing about Queen Kunti, how she's very unique. She was praying to Krishna to give difficulties. Okay. And there are other books, Beyond Birth and Death, Bhakti. civilization, the perfection of yoga, a second chance, so many. Yeah, especially this book, you look at this, Rajavidya. So there is a book on the glorification of that shloka itself, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam shloka. There is an entire book on that, the king of knowledge. These are all written by Srila Prabhupada.
ఇవన్నీ మన ఇస్కాన్‌లో కూడా ఉంటాయండి.
Yeah, you can get physical copies of these books in the temple, or you can go to. You have this? Yeah. Krishna book, The Science of Self-Realization, the blue color book, right? Yes, this one. SSR, Science of Self-Realization. Yeah. So, by the way, this is the form of Paramatma in general. The blue book here that you see, there's a Narayana form, right? Four-handed Narayana form, holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. So in general, that is the form of Paramatma within the heart. Yeah.
So which books you recommend? One of those things.
All of them.
All?
So some are, all of them, yeah, all of them.
The moment you get the
You just-
taste of it, the moment you get the taste of it, then eventually you go through it.
Yeah.
First thing is get one book to realize.
You just quit your Microsoft job and read all these books. Read all these books. So some of the books are philosophical, some are stories.
Okay.
Like Krishna book is full of stories. This one, Krishna is full of stories. And
Mostly for kids, right?
yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam is a mix. It has philosophy and stories. They teach lessons through stories. How different personalities in the history, how they acted to a different situation. They teach lessons through stories.
So do we have any need to follow anything before we read these books? Like you can't sit on bed, you can't do
No.
sleeping, something like that.
You can read on.
There are no hard and fast rules. You can sit on the sofa, on the floor, on the bed, in the chair, anywhere. Even for chanting also, there are no hard and fast rules. Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there are no hard and fast rules. You can chant, even before you take shower, in the morning. If you want to chant the first thing that you want to do, you can take, you can chant without taking shower also. So you can sit on the sofa, you can sit on the chair, bed, wherever you are. Yeah. There are no hard and fast rules.
నేను జాగరణకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు సత్యసాయి బాబా పాటలు పాడుతుంటే మీరు నమ్మరు, నేను హరే కృష్ణ చాంటింగ్ చేసుకున్నాను.
అవునా? Wow. Very good.
నేను అదే చేసుకున్నాను.
Okay. జపమాలు తీసుకెళ్లారా?
జపమాలు తీసుకెళ్ళి అప్పుడు వెళ్ళిపోదు కదా, నన్ను వెళ్ళిపోదు. బట్ నేను సత్యసాయి బాబాని పాడలేదు. నేను ఫస్ట్ నుంచి కూడా నేను సత్యసాయి బాబా అని ఎంతో బిలీవ్ చేసేదాన్ని కాదు. బట్ రుద్రాభిషేకం తర్వాత వాళ్ళు భజన్స్ చేశారు. అక్కడ ఒక గ్రూప్ ఉంది, బాల వికాస్ అని.
ఓకే.
సో వాళ్ళు అనమాట పిలిచిన వాళ్ళు కూడా మన వాళ్ళే.
ఓకే.
రెడ్మండ్ లో ఫ్రెండ్ వాళ్ళు.
ఏం పేరు వాళ్ళ పేరు?
ఈశ్వర్ హిమబిందు అని మన
ఈశ్వరి. ఓకే.
ఈశ్వర్ ఆయన పేరు.
ఈశ్వర్ హిమబిందు. ఓకే.
మీరు వాసవికాల్లో లేరు, ఉంటే మీకు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడు. 1000 members పైనే ఉన్నారు.
ఓకే. సో యా, గుడ్.
అభిషేకం చేస్తా కూడా నేను ఎప్పుడు ఓం నమ శివాయ అనేది నాకు అలవాటు. హరే కృష్ణ అనే వస్తుంది, నాకు హరే కృష్ణ అనే వస్తుంది.
కల్పన ఇది డిఫరెంట్ లెవెల్.
Krishna party.
Yeah, Krishna party. Good.
అంటే నా మనసుకు అనిపించింది, ఓకే నేను కొంచెం కనెక్ట్ అయ్యా.
కొంచెం కాదు, ఎక్కువ కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు. చాలా ఎక్కువ కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారు. You can worship Lord Shiva also. And when you are doing Abhishekam, you can chant Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva mantras.
ఒకసారి నేను చూసినప్పుడు శివుడు ప్రే చేసేదే రామ గురించి, ఆయన చాంటింగ్ చేసేదే లోపల రామాన్ని, విష్ణుమూర్తి చాంటింగ్ చేసేది శివుడిని.
విష్ణుమూర్తి శివుడిని చాంటింగ్ చేసేది ఎందుకంటే, శివుడికి పూజ చేయడం కానీ లేదా చాంట్ చేయడం ఎందుకంటే టు సెట్ అన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. And there were some stories where Vishnu worshipped Ganesha also. Okay, so that is to
Different
set
purpose.
different purpose and also to set examples for common men.
Okay.
ఇప్పుడు కృష్ణుడు 5000 years ago ద్వాపర యుగంలో అవతరించినప్పుడు అన్ని చేసేవాడు, సంధ్యావందనము, తర్వాత కృష్ణుడు కూడా ఒక ఆశ్రమానికి వెళ్ళి సాందీపని ముని దగ్గర విద్యాభ్యాసం చేయడము అన్ని. కృష్ణుడికి అన్ని తెలుసు. కృష్ణుడే మనకు చెప్పేది, భగవద్గీత చెప్పేది కృష్ణుడు ఆది గురు. కృష్ణం వందే జగద్గురు. సో హీఈస్ ద యూనివర్సల్ మాస్టర్. But still, he went to a school and learnt all the vidyas from his guru to set an example. Similarly, when Lord Rama worships Vishnu, Lord Rama worships Shiva, it is to set an example for common men that we can worship different demigods to please them. Yeah. The highest goal is to worship Vishnu, Krishna, or Rama, but we can also worship other demigods to please them. So in ISKCON temple yesterday, they did Abhishekam with milk, Bilva Patras. They brought Bilva Patras also, which is rare to get. They brought Bilva Patras. Yeah. Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah. They brought a lot actually. They brought a lot of Bilva Patras. And they chanted Lingashtakam, Shivashtakam, Shivastuti, everything. Yeah. And they chanted Hare Krishna also, everything. Because Shiva is, they say Vaishnavanam Yata Shambho. Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava of all. So general understanding is Shiva means people think it's a different religion. Shaivite, Vishnu, Shaivite, two different categories. That's how people think. Yeah, that's how people think. But Shiva worships Vishnu. Yeah. So Shiva is almost supreme. We discussed during Discover Yourself course, right? Shiva is almost supreme. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Brahma is between the three personalities. The trident, or what do they call? Trimurti, that is English word. Okay, whatever the Trimurtis, right? Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. So Brahma is like us. He is in the material world. He is subject to birth, death, old age, disease, all those things. His lifespan is much, much, much longer than us. It is 311 trillion some billion years. Okay, that is the lifespan of Brahma. His 100 years consist of 311 trillion and some billion earthly years. Whereas how our life is 70, 60, 70 years, earthly years.
If you're lucky.
If you are lucky. If you are lucky, 60, 70 earthly years. Otherwise, there's no guarantee. Whereas Brahma's lifespan is much, much longer, 311 trillion some billion years.
While chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantram, then Apudu demigod to satisfy Avara, we have to worship them separate?
No. So it's like watering the root, right? Watering the roots of a tree. If you water the roots of a tree, the entire tree is nourished. All the branches, leaves, fruits, flowers, everything is nourished. You don't have to water each and every branch or each and every leaf. So if you worship Krishna, if you chant Krishna's name, then all other incarnations, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narsimha, Rama, Parshurama, all incarnations and all other demigods, everyone is pleased. They're all satisfied. Yeah. So Srimad Bhagavatam contains a mix of philosophy and stories. Science of self-realization is all philosophy.
If you, let's say, if you worship one form of Krishna,
Yeah,
it's not that famous worship Krishna.
it is. If someone is inclined to worshipping Lord Rama, it is same as worshipping Krishna. If somebody is worshipping Narayana. Yeah, Lakshmi Narayana, Lakshmi Narsimha. It's equivalent to worshipping Krishna. Yeah. But the difference is with the Narsimha Dev, you cannot play. You cannot play hide and seek. Okay, the rasa is different. Serious worship. Yeah, with Narayana also, you cannot play hide and seek.
And they're little forgiving also. I mean, they're not a little forgiving.
They are not little forgiving.
Like Krishna and Sai Baba.
Rama also. Sadhu, soft Rama Koda.
Yeah, Lord Rama also is like Narayana. Lord Rama is also like Narayana, Vishnu. You cannot.
తప్పులు కాస్తారు ఏదైనా మొక్కకుండా చేసిన కొంచెం లేట్ అయినా పర్వాలేదు.
Yes, correct. So the mode of worshipping different forms of Vishnu or different forms of Krishna is with awe and reverence. The English word AWE, awe. Awe and reverence. Awe and reverence means with respect. You worship them with respect. You cannot go and play hide and seek with Lord Rama or Narsimha or Vishnu. Whereas with Krishna, you can play hide and seek. You can even scold Krishna, just like Mother Yashoda was scolding Krishna, right? So you can worship Krishna in different rasas. There are 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas. The 5 primary rasas are Madhurya, Vatsalya, Sakya, Dasya, Shanta. Shanta rasam means like neutral. Okay, neutral. Some people, they go to temple and then they close eyes and they worship quietly. That is Shanta rasa. And Sakya rasa is friendship. You worship Krishna like a friend, just like how Arjuna did. Arjuna was a friend of Krishna. Kuchela also. Yeah, Kuchela also. Sudama, Kuchela, same name. That is Sakya rasa, friendship. And then Vatsalya rasa. Vatsalya rasa is worshipping Krishna with parental affection, like a father or mother, with parental affection, father or mother. And then Madhurya rasa, worshipping Krishna as a lover, like Gopikas. Yeah, as a wife or lover of Krishna. So, like Goda Devi, she wanted to marry Krishna. Gopis, even though they were not married to Krishna,
She married Ranganatha.
Ranganatha is a form of Krishna only.
Yeah. బట్ తను చేసుకోవాలనుకుంది కృష్ణ ఫామ్ లో కదండి. కృష్ణకే కదా దండలు చేసేది. అదే నాకు ఎప్పుడు గోదా కళ్యాణంలో అది కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటది. అండ్ కృష్ణాన్ని ప్రే చేసి రంగనాథ స్వామి ఎందుకు చేస్తుంది అంటే ఇన్కార్నేషన్స్ ఐ అగ్రీ. బట్ ఒక ఫామ్ లో అనుకోని ఇంకో ఫామ్ లో ఉన్న కృష్ణని ఎందుకు చేస్తుంది?
యాక్చువల్గా the true story of Goda Devi is she wanted to marry Krishna only. కృష్ణుడు వేసుకున్న గార్లాండ్, తనకు వేసిన గార్లాండ్ కృష్ణుడికి వేయమని, అట్లా కృష్ణుడిని పెళ్లి చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాను. కృష్ణుడి గురించి గోపికలందరూ కృష్ణుని ఎట్లా ప్రేమించేవాళ్ళు అంతా కృష్ణుడి గురించి. తర్వాత ఏమైందంటే ఓవర్ ఎ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైం ఈ డిఫరెంట్ సంప్రదాయాలు, శ్రీ వైష్ణవ సంప్రదాయం వాళ్ళు గోదాదేవిని తీసుకుంటారు. తిరుపావి వాళ్ళదే కదా యాక్చువల్గా, తమిళ నుంచి వచ్చింది అది, శ్రీ సంప్రదాయం నుంచే వచ్చింది తిరుపావి. వాళ్ళు కొంచెం మాడిఫై చేశారు దాన్ని. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణ రంగనాథ్ పెట్టారు అక్కడ అట్లా, బికాస్ దే వర్షిప్ రంగనాథ్, దే వర్షిప్ కృష్ణ, దే వర్షిప్ విష్ణు మోర్ దెన్ కృష్ణ. యా, స్లీపింగ్ ఫామ్ లో ఉంటారు. అదే రంగనాథ్ని ఉత్సవమూర్తిలా కూడా పెడతారు. గోదా కళ్యాణంలో నించొని కూడా ఉత్సవమూర్తిలా పెడతారు. It's a different modified version of Goda Kalyan. So Shantarasa, Sakyarasa, Dasyarasa. Dasyarasa is worshipping Krishna or worshipping God as a servant. So who is the best example? Hanuma. Hanuma was the best servant of Lord Rama. So he was worshipping Lord Rama in Dasya Rasa, like a servant. He was ready to serve Rama. Yeah. Yes, Anu.
If Krishna and like Ram are all like a form of Vishnu,
Mhm.
why aren't they all separate? Like they feel differently if they're all a form of Vishnu.
Why people feel differently with the different.
Krishna and Rama are forms of Vishnu, I said yes. Then she was asking why are they incarnated? Like not one is incarnated, but like one of the trees, like this is like the Krishna is like very forgiving, while like they're like more strict and like but they're all the same person.
Yeah. So, yeah, now I understood the
Why there are
question.
different
So,
forms of God kind of thing.
why there are different forms and why they behave differently
That's not
than Krishna, even though it's the same person who incarnated into different forms, why the difference in the behavior? So, your mom, for example, your mom. So, మీరు వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారా? Okay. So, when she goes to office, her behavior is different. And when she's at home, her behavior is different. And when she goes to your grandma's home, like her in-laws' home, her behavior is different. When she goes to her own home, your Amama Tataya, her behavior is different. So same person, but different roles. When she's dealing with you, she's in a different role. She's in a mother role. When she's dealing with her parents, she's in a child role. So different forms, different roles, different behavior. Yeah.
But here in this world, every person is same, right?
Hmm?
In the different forms of God.
Yeah.
But you're like same human beings are the same.
Human beings are same, but they have different inclinations. Different people have different inclinations. Some people, like Goda Devi, she was worshipping Krishna as a, as a husband. And Arjuna, he was worshipping Krishna as a friend. So different inclinations. People have different qualities, different attributes, different attitudes, different inclinations, different tastes, right? Like there are different varieties on the table now. Okay, each person is attracted to different variety. So I am attracted to sweet first. So he also, Madhu also, yeah. You're also,
Sweet. First thing is
yes, first thing sweet, yeah. And some people don't like sweets. So like that, there is a
I
variety.
like them.
Hmm?
I like people who don't like sweets. I like to eat their sweets.
Liking sweets is a Brahminical quality, actually.
Wow.
It's a Brahminical quality.
Wow.
Very sad.
Hmm?
I can never see some God.
Brahminical quality. Yeah.
They eat sweet.
They eat a lot of sweets.
Okay, early mat Japan.
Brahmins eat sweets, ghee, dal.
Yeah.
These are the main ingredients in every meal. If you ask them, any Brahmin, what did you eat today? Annam, pappu, neyi. Annam, pappu, neyi.
Every day.
Every day. Most of the time. That's their menu. Annam, pappu, neyi.
Yeah, sambar.
అందుకే అంటారు కదా బ్రాహ్మిన్స్ ని పప్పు బ్యాచ్ అంటారు. అన్నం పప్పు బ్యాచ్ అంటారు. Yeah.
Some dal.
Then
They
make
mix
some
it.
potato or like vegetable.
And
This is
after
playful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are all wholesome foods. Okay. Fatty foods are wholesome foods. And there is a chapter in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, where Krishna talks about what type of foods to eat.
only about food.
There is a main section. There are about 10 to 15 shlokas talking about food.
We should study those first, Prabhu.
Krishna tells,
Topic, right? That Tamasic, Rajasic, and qualities, right? If you want to get those three qualities, right?
yeah,
Yeah, where, which food you want to eat it.
yeah.
Oh, right.
So you are what you eat, right? You are what you eat.
Okay, okay.
So your consciousness is based on whatever you eat.
Whatever you eat.
So
It has
there are
effect
three
on
types of mood. Food. Food in the mode of goodness, food in the mode of ignorance, food in the mode of passion. Mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. So foods that are in the mode of goodness are whole foods like milk and milk products and ghee, especially. Generally, people think ghee is not good. If you ask cardiologists, they ask you to avoid ghee.
Yeah, because of
They say
fat, right? Heart
ghee is not good for heart,
Yeah.
but that's wrong. Ghee is the
అది వాళ్ళ
best.
business అండి.
అది వాడ బిజినెస్. యా.
అప్పుడు మీరెందుకు వెళ్తారు? ఇది మీరు healthy గా
అది
ఉంటుంది.
ఐ థింక్ ఒకప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు అసలు గేమ్ లైక్ లిటరల్లీ అమెరికన్స్ కూడా use
చాలా మంది వాడుతున్నారు. యా.
What they use in bread? They only eat bread, right?
they are cooking it with ghee.
Is
I
it?
saw like I have
You recently saw Bill Gates video, right?
yeah and it's too
He was making rotis and then spreading ghee on that.
Oh, our Indian roti?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clarified butter.
Costco also there is some
Yeah, butter is there.
1 kg ghee around $50-60.
Yeah.
It was like
So more than clarified butter, pure ghee is better. Like cow ghee. If you make it home, that is
Oh.
better.
call it
ISKCON ఉంటుంది.
yes
They call it, I mean, English word is clarified butter, but that's not pure ghee. Yeah.
Ghee?
Best is to make it home. ఘీ చేయరు ఎందుకంటే చాలా టైం పడుతుంది. వెన్న తీయాలి. ఒక 10 gallons మిల్క్ తోటి 1 kg వెన్న కూడా రాదు కదా. మళ్ళీ 1 kg వెన్న నుంచి ఎంత నెయ్యి వస్తుంది. ఇట్స్ లాంగ్ ప్రాసెస్ కాబట్టి ఘీ చేయరు టెంపుల్లో.
Is it
ఇంట్లో చేసుకోవచ్చు.
cow or buffalo? Buffalo also will get ghee, right? Like
Buffalo ghee is not good.
not good.
No. Cow ghee. Cow ghee is the best. Yeah. Cow milk, cow ghee is the best. Yeah.
ఇక్కడ మనకు దొరికేది cow ghee ఏ.
Butter and
ఈ
unsalted
butter
butter.
ఇక్కడ అంతా మనకు
ఇక్కడ
cows ఏ
అంతా
కాదు.
కాస్కోలో దొరికేదా? అది కౌ ఘీ అది. కౌ మిల్క్ ఘీ అది.
Yeah, the photo also is cow, right?
Yeah, it's cow ghee.
Cow, right?
Nanak brand, right?
Yeah,
That's
brand
cow ghee
also-
milk only, but there's a difference in the way what they feed to those cows. You know, they might use
Antibiotics.
hormones or okay, somebody is there online. Who is that? Sirisha. Oh, neighbor. Okay. Did she come during
She
what?
went some class, she said she'll join on.
Okay, no.
No, she didn't come anyway.
2 weeks before
No.
when we had a class here.
No.
She didn't come. Yeah. Hi, Sirisha. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Good. So you just joined now?
Yeah, I just joined and like I don't have any idea about this one. So
Okay.
Jyoti said like it's a good one. So I'm really looking forward for that.
Yeah, we're talking about food.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're talking about food. We're talking about milk, ghee, sweets, all those things, all the good stuff.
You know, chapter 9 or something. Which one?
17.
17 chapter.
17.
very much.
So you live in the same community as Jyoti's house?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the same community.
Okay. So you can come. You can walk and come to this home. We
Sure,
have
sure,
nice lunch ready for you.
Sure, maybe I will join like in person in the next class.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Share, Prabhu.
Huh?
You have to share so that you can see.
Yeah.
You
Now.
stop sharing because nobody is looking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always same. No.
Sharing was always all right. For
No.
recording.
Oh,
No.
For recording it was all right.
I think
Yeah,
I
no, definitely.
I stopped sharing in between.
Or maybe
I
you
stopped
can
sharing.
stop, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why I went to Veda base is to get a shloka from 18th chapter, and then we spent 1 hour discussing different topics. Okay.
Yeah, it will go 4 years or 5 years, I think.
This is lifetime.
You can keep.
So actually, my auto read ఉంటుంది కదా. Basically, they pronounce it properly when we start reading. That would have been much better to understand.
Which one?
అక్కడ మనం క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఆటో సౌండ్ అది చదువుతుంది కదా మనకు శ్లోకాలు.
Yeah.
Is that available there? No.
No, it's not available. It's not available on this website,
Yeah.
but I can point you to some websites where you can hear the pronunciation
Okay.
of the shlokas,
That is
the recitation,
at least that will
pronunciation of
make us
shlokas.
ఇవి ఒక్కసారి విని ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ కి కష్టంగా ఉంటాయి కొన్ని పదాలు పలకడానికి.
Yeah, repeat. Yeah,
అదే వినడానికే లేకపోతే మనం చదవాలంటే ఇంకా అసలు పక్కనే పెట్టేస్తాం.
yeah. So, for example, if you take this shloka, right? There is a shloka in second chapter. Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipa nachaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayam adaparam. Okay, so this pointed to a different website, but you get the idea. You have the shloka here, right? Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipa nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayam adaparam. So, in the very beginning, like 10, 12 years ago, when I started, learning Bhagavad Gita, the way I used to pronounce this word, this shloka is na, and instead of natve vaham, I used to pronounce it like TV. I used to pronounce it like TV. Because we are so much used to watching TV, I used to pronounce it like TV. So that's how poor my pronunciation was. Now it took 4 years to understand the pronunciation, and then by repetition got comfortable with everything, memorized many shlokas. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, if you hear 1 time, 2 times, you cannot, pronunciation you'll be able to do it, but
Remembering slokas.
to recite the shloka very fluently and to memorize, you need to recite it like 100, 200 times.
One is
So you listen first and then you
repeat it.
Your,
So this website does that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this has that.
Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadhipa nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamata param.
Yeah.
the other thing.
I do.
Looks like they have in Telugu also.
It was lectured by like a forget to singing like that.
Yeah,
They have in Telugu. Same here in the same website. English, Hindi, Telugu.
We learn this through singing instead of just reading it.
Yeah.
Like learn it like a song.
Yeah.
that's a song only, right?
Yeah, but like we usually read it like Natvevaham,
Oh,
but
okay.
instead of like that,
Yeah.
if we learn it through a song.
Yeah. It's actually a song.
To sing
Bhagavad
we need
Gita,
to read it first.
Song of God.
Sentences.
Yeah, many people recite it like sentences, but like what you heard now, it's like a song. It's the same tune as Vishnu Sahasranama.
Shruti box in the back.
Yeah.
The other thing is connecting the dot, basically, the sloka, but where to put it in the right context is also a bigger challenge.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about it, right? So the same chapter 2, chapter 9,
Yeah.
sloka this,
Yeah.
in the context of something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that connection is also more important.
Yeah.
Only 3
So that you will learn after.
Satchit Anand, right? Only those 2 they will be connected all the chapters to those 3 categories.
Yeah. I know. What he's saying is, let's say there's a situation.
Oh,
Okay.
Real
Somebody, yeah, connecting which shloka in Bhagavad Gita talks about that situation.
You know, actually, I'm trying to understand the context of those slokas in Bhagavad Gita first.
Yeah.
Okay. So then if I can go to the next step, which is
Yeah. It's a step-by-step process. A step-by-step process. But I think this website is also very good. It's not from ISKCON, but I'm noticing for the first time they have this audio,
And also the meaning.
text, meaning, translation, and then commentary. I don't know who wrote this commentary here. Commentary by Swami Mukundananda. Okay. So I think this person is Swami Mukundananda. Is the one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, he is Swami Mukundananda. So their philosophy is also pretty much similar to what ISKCON teaches. They also consider Krishna as the supreme, and philosophy is same actually. Yeah, all the philosophy is same. But yeah, this is good. They have with a single click you can switch between Telugu, English, everything. Yeah, Hindi is there, and this is Tamil, I think. Tamil or no, it's not Kannada.
No, Kannada.
Use Google for it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Oriya or
Use chat GPT, cut, copy, paste. and put it.
Yeah, right. It does definitely, yeah.
No, I think you get a translation page in the both. What is that?
ChatGPT is the best one.
Edge browser and the Google browser too. So we can have this translate the page or something.
A Google Translator.
Yes.
Oriya. This is Oriya.
Oh,
Oriya.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Orissa. Orissa.
On the border.
Yeah. Odiyal కాదు.
But the pronunciation would be the same, right?
Pronunciation is same.
Sanskrit.
Whether it is in Odia or Hindi or anything,
Yeah, just-
Right now, if you click it, it's the same thing. Yeah.
For people who want to
Start
read,
is different. The way they write. No?
people who want to read, they can only their own language. That's
Yeah.
न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे
Because the original shlokas were written in Devanagari script. Devanagari. Sanskrit is a refined version of Sanskrit. Devanagari.
Devanagari is older than Sanskrit.
Yeah, older than Sanskrit. Yeah. Okay, so now let's come back to this one. So, Sirisha, are you following us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Okay, so now this is a glorification of Bhagavad Gita by another personality, Sanjaya. So first we have seen glorification of Gita by Krishna himself in the previous session, previous slide, chapter 9, shloka 2, Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. So Krishna is glorifying Bhagavad Gita in Bhagavad Gita itself. Now, another personality, Sanjaya, who is a secretary of Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya is a secretary of Dhritarashtra. So he was sitting in Hastinapura and he was able to, he has a special boon to see things that are happening in a remote place. So he got that boon from his guru Vyasadeva. Sanjaya got that boon from his guru Vyasadeva to be able to see things that are happening in a remote place. Okay. That was the first ever Zoom session, live Zoom session. Yeah. So let's see how Sanjaya glorifies Bhagavad Gita. Sanjaya says in chapter 18:78, this is the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. After hearing entire Bhagavad Gita, in the last shloka, Sanjaya is glorifying Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. It's a very beautiful words. So let's all repeat this. 700 shloka. Yeah. So let's all repeat this. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Okay, now we can go around the room and one person recites one line, everyone will repeat. Sanvi, you want to start? Give it a try. Krishna. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yeah, go ahead. Other lines, all other lines.
Yatra Paro
Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Okay. Yeah. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Monica. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Madhu. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Kalpana.
Yogeshwaro Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Pardho Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Jyoti.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Okay, Mahi? Okay. Wait, Sharvani. Sorry, Harshani.
Yatra Yogeshwaro.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Tatra Shriyo Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir. Dhruvani.
Dhruvani Dhruv Padir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Avan?
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
So Dhanurdara.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Yogotir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Okay, online Sirisha, you want to give a try?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna.
Yatra Pardho Dhanurdaraha.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Okay, very good. So, Sirisha, you are not able to see everyone who is present here, right? So
Yeah.
let me show you everyone. So you're not seeing me also?
Yeah, till now I saw the screen, but now like I'm not seeing anything else.
Now, are you able to see my video?
No, it's blank.
How come? Okay.
Recording started with God.
No, recording is going on, but I think
Camera is
between.
on.
No, camera is here only. Okay.
Apple phone, man.
No, not with phone.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not
with.
working.
I have been starting sharing, right? Screen share. I think during that time, something happened. Okay, let me see.
Camera, there was something in the view.
Next to camera. This one
In the view.
in the view. Oh, here. In the view here.
No, in the meeting or some tab, I saw switch to camera.
Switch camera. Stop.
Oh, switch camera.
I don't know what the word is.
Oh.
No.
No, switch back maybe. I don't know. That word.
Okay. So Sirisha, you stay on the call. I will disconnect and then connect again. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you.